Sup everyone, this is Draco Evo back yet again with some latest Manchester United news now, and we've got a few things to discuss that has happened over the last 48 hours, right? But before we get started, I did run a poll about 24 hours ago. You can see that we've got a tough October, an exciting October that's coming up now that the stupid international breaks have finished up. And I did say that what games are you looking forward to the most? Newcastle, PSG, Chelsea, Leipzig. Obviously, the Arsenal game falls in November, so we're not counting that. Thanks to everyone that has voted. By the way, it does seem like the overwhelming vote goes to PSG. And to be frank, I am looking forward to the PSG match. I mean, that's why we're here in the Champions League, to play teams like Bayern's, PSG, Barca, Real Madrid. Hopefully we do good against PSG. My match preview will be coming up sometime next week, but big thing is Harry Maguire. So Harry Maguire, he's had a torrid time recently. He's had a torrid time in the last, over the summer, with what has happened in his personal life. He's had a torrid time against teams that we played against in the Premier League. He's been a disaster, you can say, and obviously ultimately being sent off for England. I didn't watch the England match. I don't watch England matches because I'm not a fan of them. I'm not going to waste my time on it. But I've seen the clips and wow. That is a player that has gone into for a tackle that you'll expect a League One player to make, right? First the touch and then to follow up, despite having two defenders behind him. There was no immediate danger. There was only one attacker. It just shows the state of his mind. We're going to go through what Gary Neville has said and Roy Keane has said, but just want to make it clear that he is a human being. He is a human being. He is definitely clearly going through some mental health issues. He needs to be helped. I think it's on the club, it's on the coaches, it's on the manager to help him out as much as they can. If that means he needs to be dropped for the next game against Newcastle, then so be it. Because let's face it, it's only gonna get worse. If he goes in with playing against Newcastle and then he has another shit performance, then it becomes worse for him. So it's on, for me. He's a human being. I understand it. A lot of you guys will understand mental health issues, despite how much he earns, despite how much he's worth, etc. Despite his stardom, forget all that. He's a human being, bottom line, and he needs to be helped. I repeat, it's on the manager and the coaching staff to help him. If they play him on Saturday and he has a disaster performance, and I know I'm repeating myself, then it's on the manager and the coaching staff. And to be frank, there was no need to play Harry Maguire in all the games. I've seen England managers who's had Harry Maguire in the lineup 24/7. Even Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has Harry Maguire in his lineup 24/7. Matches like Carabao Cup, things like that didn't matter. Harry Maguire was in there. This guy needs a break. He needs a break from football. He needs to go home and spend time with his family. Take a few days off, whatever. Even if he comes back and says, "Look, I want to play, boss. I'm fit. I'm good." No. We've been at work. I've been at work where I went in, and I had a torrid time, and my manager saw it. And no matter what I said, it was I'm fine. I can carry on. I got sent home. I need to take time out. That needs to happen with him. He needs to take some time out of football, spend some quality time with his family, stay away from the limelight. Because let's face it, Manchester United is a different ball game. It's not Leicester, with all due respect. It's not Everton. It's not Newcastle. The scrutiny you are in playing for Manchester United is tenfold, right? One little mistake, one little this, one little that, you're on the spotlight. And obviously, getting sent off for England is not the best of things. You can just see I watched the clip back, you can see in his reaction that this guy, he's crying out for someone. He's crying out for a shoulder when he got sent off against Denmark, was it? Yeah, Denmark. He's crying out. This guy needs a genuine break, and I really mean it. I hope he gets a few days off. Even for PSG, I think it's a bit much, but knowing Oli and his coach, they'll probably need him for PSG. There are suggestions that Menji might be in contention. Tuanzebe's coming in. Lindelof and Bailly might start. most likely has to start against Newcastle. My match preview will be dropping tomorrow. But let's see. So this is what Gary Neville had to say about that. It sums up his last 4 to 6 weeks. It's a terrible time for him. Watching that Tottenham versus Manchester United game 10 days ago, when obviously Harry Maguire had a bad time, you were thinking that he needed international duty just to get away, a different environment, but it has not served him well. He'll go back in as a bad place as he came in. And it's true. Obviously, he lunged in. It was not a good one. I think he's lucky because they are the ones that do break legs. Harry Maguire's whole body going into the tackle. It was a bad tackle. It was really bad. What Roy Keane had to say is, let me see where's his quotes. I think because his confidence is so low, sometimes from a defender's point of view, you're thinking that if you can put a good challenge in on somebody, you can help their form and their confidence. But this goes back to his decision making, why he feels he needs to make his tackle so high up on the pitch, and his touch for the second challenge puts him in danger. I have a lot of sympathy for Maguire. Obviously what is going on in his head is all over the place, and you can see within him. As soon as he sees the red card coming out, you have to have sympathy for him. Gareth Southgate mentioned that he has got the full support, but I think sometimes in a situation like that, when he knows somebody is having a really tough time on and off the pitch, I think pat on the back will have helped him, considering he knows exactly how low the player is at the moment, and he needs to be helped. I'm not gonna say anymore. You know, he's a human being. We all go through that phases in our life. He's got a lot of you know, spotlight pointed at him. He's had a terrible time with his personal life, and you know, in Manchester United career this season so far. He needs to be helped. He needs to be taken off the lineup, at least against Newcastle. If I see him in the lineup, it goes back again to the incompetence and inexperienced coaches and manager that we have at the club. Right, that's enough about Harry Maguire. Let's forget about it. Talking about Bruno Fernandes, so Bruno Fernandes has reacted. So Duncan Castles came out and said that Manchester United's dressing room is in turmoil, that Bruno Fernandes Solskjaer had a bust up. Obviously, there's something that happened in Tottenham, against Tottenham match, if you recall, in halftime when we were 4-1 down or 3-1 down. Bruno Fernandes never came out in the second half. He wasn't even on the bench, you know, to come out. He was clearly left behind. So there was rumour mill going around, and a particular journalist like Duncan Castles, he came out and wrote an article that he had an argument, blah blah blah. But Bruno Fernandes came out fighting. This is what he has said directly from his mouth. Do not use my name, my colleagues, or the coach to make trouble at Manchester United. The atmosphere is good and the team is ready to give an answer in the next game. Well done, Bruno Fernandes. Sometimes these journalists write so much shit, they chat so much up their arse. They need to be put in place, and I hope a lot of these managers, a lot of these players come and react to some articles and say, you know what, shut the fuck up, you know, it's not true, and kind of expose them as to who they are. They're slime balls. They're looking for clicks. It's simple as that. People like Duncan Castles looking for fucking clicks. Anyway, he's a tool. I mentioned that on my tweet. I don't give a shit. So Facundo Pellistri has come out finally. Yesterday he was in Carrington for the first time. Those pictures rolling around. He has come out and said, "Hi all Manchester United fans, I'm Facundo Pellistri and I'm very excited to be playing here. Come on." So he's a young Uruguayan winger. He's been included in the squad, in the Champions League squad, so he'll be playing a part in our campaign of some sort. He's a talent. And let's see how he is. And I think Cavani coming in, a fellow experienced Uruguayan coming in, will help someone like him. You know, not only Cavani is experienced in professional football, but also being the fact that he's his fellow countryman. I think that goes hand in hand as well. I'm not sure if that was a tactical move by the transfer department to bring Cavani and him in at the same time, so he settles in nicely, gets advice from senior members, especially his countrymen. And I'm sure Cavani is one of the best Uruguayan players in the last 5-6 years, easily. And for him to have him look after him will be nice. To be honest with you, I'm excited to see him play. As with all Manchester United fans, I think we're all excited to see new signings appear at the club. Especially a young talent like him, only £7 million. God knows how he's going to turn out to be. Hopefully it turns out to be good. But last bit of news is Luke Shaw. So Luke Shaw, about a few weeks ago, came out and said we need competition in in our lineup. And lo and behold, about a week later, we go and sign a left back that plays in his position. But this is what Luke Shaw, Alex, tell us, by the way. This is what Luke Shaw has come out and said. Competition for any team is a must. There is competition for every single sport, and you've got to be ready for it. Work hard and give the manager a decision harder than what he's had to make before. Like I said, competition is very healthy for the squad. It'll push everyone even more because everyone wants to play. Luke Shaw, mate, you're getting dropped. Like, you're fucking getting dropped. I don't like him as a left back. He has, as I said before, I said him plenty of times, he has patches of good play, but if you're playing for Manchester United, you cannot get away with patches of good play and be in the team for too long. Albeit some players are still, but that's down to the recruitment department. But now that we got a proper left back, I hope Luke Shaw ups his game. I think there is a case of him being too comfortable in his position. If there's no competition in your position, you know you're going to start on the left back position, regardless of how well or shit you play, right? But now he's got proper competition. Alex Telles is a proper left back. A proper left back. When was the last time we had a competition for Luke Shaw? I can't remember when was the last time we had a left back competition for Luke Shaw. Not Brandon Williams. Brandon Williams is a right back. He just covered in the left back, right? There hasn't been a competition at the left back position for a very long time, and I think that has made Luke Shaw complacent. I mean, if that was me, I'll do the same thing. But I'm glad he's got competition now. I hope he does well. I hope he ups his game. I hope he gets fitter. His attacking movement, the general play gets better and better. And the most important thing is, if there is an injury or if he needs a bit of a timeout, there is another backup, right? Although Alex Telles is not going to be considered a backup, but you get my gist. But anyway, that's all the latest news around Manchester United that has been happening in the last few days. I will be back on the transfer speculation news over the coming days. I do miss those, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do miss those. And I have been reading on a lot of this transfer news, etc. But I'll do a full-on video on it. But tomorrow I'll be doing my match preview. I'll be uploading my match preview, the Newcastle game. Tomorrow, Saturday, I'm not sure. I think Saturday will be a good idea. I'll probably record it tomorrow and get it ready for Saturday because we're playing on Sunday. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Let me know any news that I have missed that you might have thought, I should have covered. It's interesting to have that covered and have my thoughts on it. Fire away. As always, guys, stay fire.